Hey guys, Uncle Thumbz here with your fireside story time. Yeah, I kind of told you guys about a little problem I had the other day, and I'm smoking a cigar. That's Sunday, guys. We all smoke cigars on Sunday for some odd reason. Well, they're pretty good, I guess. Don't make sense to me.
Cigars don't make sense to you?
Somewhat. I mean, I just want to inhale it because I smoke cigarettes, so it's like I can't smoke a cigarette the entire time I'm smoking a cigar because that's just disgusting.
That's a little crazy.
Who does that? So Sam's back.
I'm back.
Round of applause, everybody.
Woo!
Round of applause for Sam. His triumphant return. I'm going to murder him.
Prodigal employee return.
Yes. So Sam is my bullet sponge for the murderer that is trying to kill us.
I can take him.
So he's in the room that anybody would make entry through. So we're happy to have him there. Make some noise before he gets murdered or whatnot. Warn us.
Just scream loud.
Yeah. Okay. So this video is terrible already.
Nah, that's great. It's good video. It's honesty.
Okay, so a couple things before I get into this story. Got this guy. This is a one-off custom Sniper Blade Works. Beautiful knife. Of course, we can't focus here. So Warncliffe Damascus flipper with the label or the logo lasered into the handles with a beautiful texturing there. It's kind of gold. Chisel ground. I don't know what the hell that is. CNC'd or something?
I have no idea. That's incredible.
I don't know what that texturing is, but oh wow, that just rubbed, didn't it? Oh, that was me. Oh jeez.
We'll tighten it up later.
That's the first time I ever did that. Everybody was playing with it all day long. Whatever. So this thing's got perfect tolerances on it. It's just smooth as butter. It's really awesomely awesome. It's very blingy though. It's not my style, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Just grew on me. It's a one of a kind, so Sniper Blade Works. I do like them. Smooth. Anyway, so first up, I got a knife I made the other day. It's AEB. These are both AEB. Mike gave me the blank for this one, and it's been sitting there. It was warped really bad, and it was like all wavy. So I had trouble like straightening it out, and I really like the knife because it's like, I was thinking about making a kitchen knife with it or whatever. So finally straightened it. There's a tiny bend in it. You can barely even notice it. It doesn't affect the performance whatsoever, but it's really nice. The handles are super thin, very ergonomic, and it's extremely sharp. Where's that paper at? Dare I?
I'll get some.
Underneath there. There's like some pad of paper. So yeah, AEB-L. I mean, you got the Tough Knives logo on there.
You want just a strip of this?
Yeah. Just don't tear out the Tough Tannic order.
Give her a go.
Tough Knives logo on there. Got the acid wash with like the paper towel acid wash on it. Kind of cool. Just sandblasted OD green G10. Really nice, very ergonomic, and you could chop with this thing like crazy. So I have been doing that, so it might not be sharp enough for cutting on camera. Gosh. Oh my god. Quick, get me a Burger King cheeseburger wrapper, because that is the ultimate test of sharpness. Oh wait, never mind. Alright, so that's that guy. I don't know if I'm selling this one. It's kind of took me a lot of work to get it straight, and I do like it, but who knows, make me an offer. Next up, now this one is awesome, because Mike brought over his T-Rexes. He has a bunch of blanks. He got water jet. You guys saw that massive amount he has. So he gave me two to do, to have some fun with, and I'm always trying to come up with something that he hasn't done yet on these things, because there's only so much you could do with that T-Rex shape he has. So basically came up with this nice I call this the anti-Gavkoo, because this is everything that Mike hates, all in one knife, and I just thought it'd be hilarious. He thought it was hilarious. It actually turned out kind of cool. So you got like a really nice blade shape here. I really like this one. It's kind of like a Tonto, but you can see it's chisel ground, strike number 1. It is hollow ground, strike 2 and 3, with a Tonto tip. So chisel ground Tonto, which he does not like Tontos, and a hollow grind is just terrible for Mike. But I figured I'd make like a really nice showpiece. It's nice and sharp. It's a nice hollow grind, very thin, a nice convex tip on there, acid wash with the polished flats, And just to make sure, I made sure that the Gavkoo logo is right there above the hollow grind, just so you guys know.
Where you saw it first.
Yeah. Whoa. So anyway, yeah, that's that guy. I don't know what he should. This is AB as well. Really nice knife, very ergonomic. Green and black G10, very comfy. Reshaped mostly everything on it. Got the lollipop off the tip there, on the handle he always puts.
Lollipop, okay.
It's like a little dickhead there in the end. Oh my god, this is a bad video. So anyway, on to the story. On to the story. I don't care. Just go. I'm joking. Alright, so the reason I've been carrying every day, and you know, carrying all the time, every single day, I mean, in my shop, it's not too bad working with it, but sometimes I leave it in the car when I go into a restaurant or something like that, but I actually just had it on me, and I'm trying to get used to carrying it everywhere. And sometimes, guys, I mean, you guys can say I'll never leave my side, but there are things that you know, I'm not an expert on guns. I know what I need to know. I know safety and everything like that. You know, I know a good bit about handguns and a little bit about like you know, rifles and shotguns and stuff. But you know, I'm not super duper into it. I'm into it like as far as I get into it. Enough to know what I like. I mean, this is a little bit more expensive. I treated myself because I wanted something real safe and real compact to carry, and still a 9mm. So basically, the other day it was rainy and kind of cold. I think it was Wednesday or so. So I had my shop garage door closed, and Vance came home after work around like 5 or so. He opens up the side door and he's like, "Hey man, what the hell's going on over here?" And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "There's a dude like sitting on the side of your house." Now the side of my house is right here, and there's a door right here, right? And this is the room, bar room, and that goes into my house. And the front door is always locked pretty much. And then down here there's a little walkway, and then over here there's a wall separating my house from the hardware store, and it's like a wall about like 4 feet high. It's just big cinder blocks, and he's standing there like pretty much like 10 feet away from my door, and he's eating something or some shit. So I'm like, I don't know, that guy, I've seen him before. He came up here before. He was sitting on the edge there. I kind of walked up towards him and he left. So I didn't think anything of it. I didn't know if he was homeless or just kind of walking around. So then I saw him a couple other times just walking along the street. Didn't really think much of it. So Vance is like, "Yo, we gotta get that guy to get the hell out of here," because you know his daughter's here or whatnot, and like Joanne's here, and you know the door's not locked, and like, you know. So what I did was Vance was on the phone or something, and I walked past the guy with this little dude in my hand, this little Dan Keffler Sasquatch. So I figured maybe that it would kind of send a message that, you know, we are not just some, like, you know, victims here. Yeah, so know what you're up against, you know, if you decide to do anything. So he basically didn't take that as anything at all. Just didn't even, he just kind of shrugged his shoulders, whatever. So I go inside, I left my gun inside because I don't usually carry it while I'm working. So it gets in the way, gets dirt inside of it and all that shit, and I leave it on the table or something, it's just going to get dust in it. So I take it and put it on me. You know, I carry concealed appendix and a little holster here. And, you know, I walk back down, you know, so me and Vance decided to go up to him. So if you guys have ever seen Vance, you know he's not exactly like, you know, he doesn't look like a big teddy bear or anything like that. He's very badass looking, I guess you'd say. He's got tattoos and, like, you know, goatee and shit and mohawk going on there sometimes if he feels like it. You know, and he's got that heavy Pennsylvania accent, and you know, he just doesn't look like someone you really mess with. And I'm just standing behind him, you know, all dirty and disgusting from working all day. You know, my beard's all scruffed up and got a flannel shirt on, looking like a total redneck. So I'm behind him. We're walking up, and he starts yelling at him like, "Hey man, why don't you get off? You know, keep moving." The guy doesn't even move or anything, you know. So he keeps walking up to him. And the guy's just eating his food. I don't know, some trash he found in the dumpster next door or something. I don't know. So the guy finally turns and just kind of gives him a shrug or some shit. And Vance just kind of gets a little louder. He's like, "Dude, you gotta get moving, man." And the guy turns around, throws his food on the ground, and he just looks at him. He's like, "You ain't seen nothing yet." And he like walks away, like yelling some shit. And Vance is like, "Did he just fucking say that?" And I'm like, "I think he just said that. He just threatened us, didn't he?" I'm like, "Yeah, he just said you ain't seen nothing yet." I mean, we were like kind of shocked. So Vance calls the cop. Smart thing to do. You know, we weren't scared or anything like that. It's just, you know, we're not going to mess around. This is where we live. So I go over to the hardware store and ask them if they knew the guy's name. So apparently this guy had just gotten out of jail or something like that, and they knew his name. So I told Vance his name, and Vance looked up. It was police record, and holy shit. This guy was in jail for breaking into someone's house near me, robbing them, and then almost stabbing the owner to death with a kitchen knife. Now that right there is pretty crappy to know. It's good to know now. Also, he was arrested for terroristic threats by basically threatening to kill a group of people with a machine gun.
Classy.
Yeah, real classy. And multiple other things, public drunkenness, like assault, all this crap, who knows. And God knows, what else he's done. Because there's stuff that you don't get caught for. So, knowing all that, and then realizing that after I moved in here, someone not too far from me, I live pretty far out there. I don't live in the middle of nowhere, but it's pretty close. People consider you a redneck if you live in some areas down the street from me. Lots of farms and everything, just gorgeous area, And somebody, when I moved in here, someone got robbed, not too far from here, right? So that's, right away I'm like, okay, that guy robs people. Someone also got stabbed to death near here, too, in their house. So that, right away, that's kind of his thing. So, with all that knowledge, and then the cops doing pretty much nothing. Nothing against cops. They're great. I don't know, this guy seemed like he was kind of in training or something. I don't even know, but he didn't come back. He didn't call or anything or let us know, and, I didn't get a chance to go back down to find out what's going on. But, all the stuff we knew, then he's basically saying you ain't seen nothing yet, so that's basically an open threat to come back and show us basically what he can do. So based on that, we put extra locks on some stuff, and carry my gun every day. I don't keep the side of my house open, so now every time I go in the house, which is multiple times a day to go get stuff or go get something to eat or go grab something or go talk to my wife, I gotta lock the door, unlock it with the key. It's kind of, it's not the big deal, but it's a pain in the ass. Plus there's a little bit of paranoia, because who knows, this guy just does nothing but be homeless and be an asshole. So yeah, that's the story, guys. That's where we are now, and some people are, you're getting a little loose about it, and I'm just like, no, this is what you hear about. People, oh, he was just hanging out, we didn't think anything, and then they get murdered. You know what I mean? This guy obviously has it in him to murder people. So that's why I'm carrying all the time. I don't usually keep my AR loaded. I may. I don't really think I'd grab that. I'd probably grab my Glock. That's what I kind of... It's my most familiar weapon. It's got a flashlight on it. I double flashlights will blind the hell out of somebody. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the thought of killing somebody. I do not want to do that ever with a gun or knife ever. That's just horrible. But if I have to, to protect what's important to me, I will do it. But I don't want to. So next time it comes on the property, you may see some things. Hopefully that's all he needs, and he'll leave. But who knows? But not threatening anybody or acting like a tough guy. It's just that's why we have the right to carry our guns, to protect ourselves against bad people. And I can get into the whole thing about gun rights. I'm very passionate about it. I try to keep it off my channel 100% because I just don't want to cause any issues. Most of you guys are pretty much for guns, and most arguments against the Second Amendment is pretty much illogical, so I don't even talk about it. You guys know all this stuff, so. But anywho, that's the story, and yeah, a lot of pimp jobs this week, so look forward to that.
Yeah, we're back.
On a fun note. So anyway, this is going to get a whole lot of awesome thumbs down.
Yeah,
and
get some lovely comments.
Yeah, some great comments. But what would you do, guys, if you were your life was threatened pretty much by somebody with that kind of a record, and you got, your wife there, and, just figure level the playing field.
I do the same thing.
Yep. That's what they're for. And lighting your cigarettes. I'd light my cigarette with my guns. Alright, guys. Have a great night. Peace.